Ratul, sitting quietly like this cannot help solve any problem. We have to speak to each other, right? And the discussion that had started in the Manohara house, we won't get a better opportunity to continue that discussion. But I think before we start the discussion again, you should eat something. Because it's not possible to discuss properly on an empty stomach. And as far as I know, you didn't eat anything even at the Manohara house. Please eat. Ratul, please eat. One shouldn't think so much before eating. Apply Rajiv's policy.
Did you did you eat anything?
Please eat.
I'm really sorry, Shri. I should have asked you earlier. Hey, look, my mind is not working properly. Uh, I have forgotten the minimum courtesy. Really sorry, please.
It's okay. Now, now please eat. I really don't feel like eating anything now because I've been feeling nauseous for so long. I have medicines stocked up in my room in Manohara house. I had thought of getting those, but I forgot.
Just a second. Here, take this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shri, let me eat the sweets.
Hmm.
I'm really very hungry. And let all the disturbance stop. I'll sleep in some other room. You can.
I can't hear any sound at all. Is Ratul inside? So, what Nanda said was right?
Ratul, don't make me laugh so much. My stomach is hurting now.
Is he making her laugh? Is Ratul making her laugh? Thank you, Lord. At least he is doing this much. I'm very happy. Nanda, your brother in law is supposedly making Sri laugh.
Rajiv was eavesdropping outside the door. I'm sure the whole gang will be here to eavesdrop now. Okay, Ratul, you asked me a question at the Manohara house, right? The question was, what are we going to do now? I have a plan.
What is the plan?
A plan about what we should do now or how we should live. I will explain everything to you, but I want you to promise me something. Can you promise me something without asking any questions, Ratul?
What promise? Look, Shri, I'm in no way.
I know. I know that you will never be able to give me the place of your wife, Ratul. And that's perfectly all right. I will never demand the rights of a wife from you. I will just request you to promise me that between us, I mean, between you and me, there will be no secrets. We won't have any secrets between us, Ratul. You will talk to me openly about whatever you feel in your heart. Promise me?
Promise. Promise.
What are you staring at? You must be very happy to see me so restless, right? Listen, you are the reason for this whole fiasco. I can't tolerate this anymore, Mithai. I'm telling you seriously. I've gone crazy. Do you realize that? I just don't understand why I always get scorned because of you. I get insulted. People get mad for no reason. Why? And why are you so stubborn? Why do you have so much ego? What is it? You don't want to work under anyone? I mean, what do you say? What is it? Tell me. Business. You'll do business. The person who can't pronounce the term business properly, she's talking about business.
Look, Siddharth, you can criticize Mithai as much as you want, but don't say a word regarding Mithai's business. It's not that one can't do business if one doesn't know that language. Knowing it doesn't guarantee that you can run a business. Grandfather's angry grandson should understand this. One can't do business just by pacing up and down. No, exactly. I mean, the point is, Mithai can make this just statement. Yes.
What did you say? I don't understand business. Huh? Listen, Mithai, you have no idea whom you're talking to right now. Do you know what my result in the business school is? Do you understand what my reputation is in my company? Tell me. And I don't understand business. Even after all this, you're standing hale and hearty in front of me. I don't believe in myself.
What I mean is, Mithai also knows. Yes, Mithai also knows how to run a business. Yes. Phone. Your phone is ringing.
I know, I can also hear. Nonsense. Hello?
Sorry. I'm sorry, Sid. I didn't want to say those things in that manner. Believe me. Actually, you were supporting Mithai in such a manner in front of mom and me while checking the divorce papers. I felt that you were getting involved with Mithai. I'm sorry. Why aren't you saying anything, Sid? Hello?
You didn't remember all this before insulting me, did you? And now you are apologizing. You know, Tess, you can't mend everything just by saying sorry. It doesn't work. I will never be able to forget whatever you have told me. Basically, you tried to say that I'm a hypocrite, right?
No, Sid, this isn't true. You know that well. Why should I think that you're a hypocrite?
Look, if you didn't think about it, then you wouldn't have said it, Tess.
Sid, I was shocked to see your behavior. So I said those words out of anger.
You wouldn't utter those words out of anger if you didn't believe them, Tess. And honestly, I have never disrespected you, Tess. You have shared your feelings with me, and I've never shared that with anyone else. I've kept it to myself because I know how to respect someone's emotions and feelings. And Tess, you know very well that I don't believe in the concept of marriage, love, and relations. I have no faith in all of that. You know it. I'll be honest with you. I can't reciprocate your love ever, Tess. Secondly, you have hurt my principles and my sense of honesty, and I won't be able to accept that. So I'm really sorry about that, okay? Anyway, let me tell you something. At the moment, I'm with Mithai in a room. After I spoke to you, I drove like crazy and reached Rajiv's place to discuss with Mithai her plans after the divorce.
Sid, what is this silly behavior? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I have understood. You want to teach me a lesson, don't you? Do you want to take revenge on me?
No, Tess, I don't take revenge on anyone. I've never done that and I'll never do that. I have certain responsibilities as a human being. I have certain duties that I'm supposed to follow. Look, Tess, don't forget one thing. This girl has saved my life. I'll never be able to forget that. Anyway, I owe you no explanation as to what I'll do and what I won't. Bye.
Water. I hope our discussion is over. Mithai also said what she had to say. Now Mithai has to go. Someone should not consider this as an insult. Mithai doesn't dare and doesn't have the right either. Only grandfather's angry grandson has the right to insult people. Oh my. What is this? The door isn't opening. Brother Rajiv? Sister Nanda? Brother Sandy, the door isn't opening.
Hey, Mithai.
What?
Just stop it. Stop shouting. I can't tolerate that.
What do you mean? The door is stuck. It isn't opening. How will I?
It's not stuck. Believe me, it will open. Just turn the lock.
How will they listen to us from outside if I don't shout? No, see, I'm turning. Look, I'm turning the lock, but the door isn't opening. Sister Nanda. Brother Rajiv.
Mithai, just stop it. Stop it. It's late now. Move aside. Let me check.
Is it opening? It isn't opening, right? The lock is broken. You bang the door so hard, how can it not break? Mithai is always the one at fault. Mithai, you can't control your speed. You cannot. Yes, Mithai breaks everything. But Lord never allowed anything to drop from my hand. And grandfather's grandson, who keeps everything well organized, he broke the door lock. What should I do now? No one can hear me from the outside. Oof.
Rajiv. Sandy, is anyone there outside?
Who is shouting now? No one is standing outside. They either have gone to eavesdrop or must have fallen asleep.
Eavesdrop.
They have gone to eavesdrop since today's Shri and Ratu's first nuptial night. So everybody wants to hear what they are saying. I too wanted to do that. I would have joined them, but I got stuck. Otherwise, by now
No one has such kind of nasty nature in this house. Disgusting. Hey, Rajiv!
What's the point of shouting now? There is nothing that can be done now. Oof. What are we going to do for the rest of the night? How will Mithai go outside if the door doesn't open? Oof. Lord, why do you create so many problems in Mithai's life? Oof. Why did grandfather's angry grandson have to break the lock?
Keep quiet, Mithai. My head's splitting like crazy. I can't take your nonsense anymore. There's no reason to panic. Someone will come and open it.
Oof. Mithai knows how to give good head massage. Like how they massage heads when you go to a salon for haircut. Mithai can do that. You will feel relieved.
Thanks not required.
What has happened to Siddharth? Why did he just go silent all of a sudden? Oh Lord. He is burning with a high fever. What a disaster. Lord, why didn't I understand this before? What should I do now? What should I do? Siddharth, why didn't you tell me before that you have a fever? Now what? Let me take you to bed, please. Please come. Please come with me. Get up. Please get up. Come with me, please.
Oof. Rajiv got convinced that we were having a good time.
Can you tell me why are you doing this drama? After some days, everyone will know the truth.
No. Ratul, we can't let anyone know the true equation between us.
What does that mean? What are you trying to say? Should we continue acting like a happy couple all the time? Is that possible? Look, Shri, I don't want to give any false hope to you, but it's not possible for me to accept this marriage. I know I must be sounding rude, but I don't have any other option. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Just a while ago, you made me a promise that there won't be any secret between us. That's why I'm telling you clearly.
It's okay, Ratul. I'm not asking you anyway to accept this marriage. But even if you don't accept it, a wedding has happened, right? And everybody in your family considers me your... Actually, you know what, Ratul? I don't want to cause any pain to your dad, mom, Nanda, and Rajiv. What's the point of making them suffer? Let the understanding between us remain between us. I know that you don't accept this marriage, and you should also know that I will no way demand the rights of a wife from you ever.